Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Chuck, and Flapjack got a bath today, so he's all nice and shiny. I was trying to figure out a way to show that to you. But we're over here at the park, and a little rig over here caught my eye, and somebody traveling through, they're taking a break here. A little Jeep Gladiator pickup with a little short Airstream. They're pretty cute. I'd love to have one of those little Jeep pickups. I'm kind of in love with them, and as you know, I'm a Jeep guy, and I think that trailer might be a little small for me, and those Jeep Gladiators don't have a very high tow rating. I looked into that when I bought my last truck, and they just tow rating would be maxed out, and I think they might be a little underpowered to tow my trailer as well. So it sure is a cute little thing to look at. Well, today we're over at the park, sitting in the shade. I'm going to come back over here and sit down where I can talk to you. I started to take the dog around the block. Let me come sit down here. There we go. Started to take the dog around the block, and he didn't want to go around the block, and he still remembers something happened yesterday, and I'll tell you about it because it's kind of funny. Because old Flapper, he's a good old dog, but he's got his faults, and one of the faults he has is he's scared of everything. So yesterday I started to take him around the block in the evening, and we got about a quarter way around down by the one of the streets we walk on is kind of a collector street, and so we were walking down the street, and a guy rode by on a Harley, and it's a hill. So as he's going down the hill, he's kind of letting it run against compression, and so it's going, pop, 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 and it got down toward the bottom, and it goes pow back, in the muffler. And anyway, poor old Flapjack scared him to death. He thought he'd been shot at or something, and he turned around and hightailed it for the house and almost pulled me off my feet and dragged me all the way back home again. And so this evening, I thought maybe he'd forgotten about that, so we tried to take the same route, and as soon as he got up on the street, he remembered that, and he didn't want to go. So I got him to get in the van. I brought him over here. Figured he'd walk around here a little bit, which he has. But I'll tell you a little bit more about him. He's a rescue, and I've had him for about 5 years. He's about 10 years old now. And, he's obviously mostly black lab, but there's something else in the wood pile there somewhere. I'm sure he's not purebred, but, for a black lab, supposed to be a water dog, and he don't like water, and he's scared of everything. He's scared of the dark. He's scared of any kind of noises. We don't live too far from here, and this is where they have the 4th of July fireworks, and holy smoke, it takes me a week to get him calmed down after the fireworks are over, and we don't even come over here. We just listen to him from the house, and I can actually see the aerials from my house. I don't even have to come down here. The 4th of July fireworks is the biggest single event they have here in town. They'll be here at the park, and I've showed you the park before, and there'll be 10,000 people here, and there'll be cars parked all over town, and you're never going to get a hotel room, and I mean, it's a big deal. But anyway, poor old Flapjack, he's, like I say, he's afraid of everything, and sometimes he just he gets scared of stuff for no apparent reason. I don't quite understand that, but anyway, I gave him a bath today, and that's a production too, as you can well imagine, because he doesn't particularly like water, and so I got to drag him into the downstairs bathroom with shower and get him, once you close the door and get him locked up in there, and he realizes he can't escape, and here's a shower running. He knows what's going to happen, so, he puts up with it, and once he gets in there, he kind of likes it, but it's sure a production to get him in there, but he always looks so nice and clean and shiny and everything when he's done, and he'll be that way for about, 30 minutes till he rolls in the dirt somewhere, but, he's just being a dog. So anyway, I couldn't get him to go around the block this afternoon, so I brought him over here, walked him around a little bit, and I think he'll be fine. But I thought I'd talk a little bit about that. And the only other thing is I went to the cancer doctor on Thursday. There's the cancer center's down in the big city, and it's about an hour and 45-minute drive down, an hour and 45-minute drive back, and so that's 3.5 hours on the road, and then you sit in the waiting room for an hour, and the total medical contact time Thursday was probably, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. That just seems like an awful lot of driving back and forth and everything for 20 minutes worth of contact time, but that's the way it is. And I tend to be a little impatient sometimes. I work on that constantly to try to work, just not to be, I'm not in a hurry. I'm retired, but it just, sometimes when I have to sit around, it kind of sticks in my craw a little bit. But so anyway, it's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. It's April 29th, and I figured I'd just give you a little short one and tell you about old Flapjack. He's doing okay. He doesn't like his bath, but he sure likes it when it's over with, and he sure looks nice and pretty when he's clean. So with that, I'll let you go for now. As I always tell you, be kind to each other, love each other. Park's pretty busy today. I had a little hard time finding a spot with a decent backdrop. But anyway, until I see you next time, I'm just going to say peace out for now.